Hello everyone and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today we will try and fix the leaks and get this base entirely airtight. So let's go and see. We kind of figured last time that the problem was most likely to be the the little conveyor tubes up on the roof there. Let's just go in through there. And because our plan was to see if we could convert them. So we decided that it might not be, the simplest thing to do might be to just pop in a conveyor junction into that section instead of using these things. And I'm just going to take this off. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to put some of these things away. And I'm going to take more of these things, just take them off. And then I am thinking that if we just pop in a conveyor junction there, that it should provide us with some airtightness just in there. Oh, okay. So let me just see here. And I want to put in not a conveyor tube, a conveyor junction. Come on, place. Why are you not placing? Oops, there's something else lying down there. I don't see anything else there. So, 5. Why won't you place? It's a refinery. What am I missing? Oh, there it is. That's what it was. Just see how it looks up here. Yeah, that's fine. That up. Oh, completed. Interesting. Exciting. So let me just pop that there. And I need to some interior plate and some small steel tubes, which I have there and there. So we have 4 refineries. That's one of them taken care of. I think that should be the other one. Let me just take some of these off so we can see what's happening here. And I know we have another one over there. I'm wondering. Just gonna let these just fall to the ground because I don't need those steel plates. Yeah, so we've got one more there. And I wonder if I will only need the one there, or will I need to block up these as well? I will start by just making that one a junction, and then we'll figure the rest of it out. I'm just going to, for the sake of convenience, just pop these on the floor here, and then take that off. And then, yeah, that's the one that fell from above. Okay. I think that we will have to move this out of here as well and connect them up to the top. Fairly sure. But we'll try it. Uh-oh. Do I have the same problem again? There's something else lying down there that I don't see. Ah. That's that taken care of. Oh. Okay. Oh, it can work. It does work. So, oops. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Engineer my way out of that. So my question here is that, yeah, that must be the thing into there. I want to check, just for the sake of argument, whether that's all I needed. I doubt it. I probably also need to fix that other section there. But let's go in and have a look. Easy way to check. Open this and then see if it maintains air pressure. It does not. Okay, so let me just close that. Or actually, I'll just leave this open. So that, and that's air vent 2. So I can just, as long as I can get access to a control panel here, or I can just use the antenna to check it actually. Let me just check over here as well. Let's pick this up. Yeah, so I think that one's okay, but I wonder if that one is got instead of a conveyor tube underneath. And would that be causing a leak? Yeah, that could be causing a leak here. So let me take that off. Oh. And let me put that on the floor there. Pick that stuff up. Did I get everything? And put a conveyor junction there as well. Oh, I didn't get everything. What am I missing? Oh, is that? Oh, that's just. Oh, that was small steel tubes. It's kind of camouflaged there. Okay, so that takes care of that space. And then, yep, I put some steel plates there. I've just picked that back up. And let me put that back. Close that up. Close that up. And so that takes care of that space. Let me now just double check. Air vent 2, not pressurized, okay? I'm not going to, oh yeah, I just need to put in a block there. Okay, so that's all 4 of them cleared up. So let's now check air vent 2. It's still not pressurized. Ah, I was fairly sure that should have worked. I thought that that would work. Or do conveyor junctions just not provide air tightness? Yes, it kind of looks like it does. Or does it? Okay, there's one thing I can do to check this actually. Let me put that there. And I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to put, I did leave some steel plates here for convenience, like this. Okay. So I must have a bunch of other things in here. Okay, so let me, I don't want to completely, yeah, okay, I'll just put that stuff away. Pick up some steel plates while I'm here. Oops. Guess I'm there anyway. So weld that up. And I'll put one there, weld that up. That should be about as airtight as that will get. Oh, I haven't checked. Actually, there is one little thing that I completely forgot about. Is that room closed? Yeah, it is. So it is just this space that this vent needs to make airtight. Yep. Not pressurized. So let's see what else we can find. So I was... Oh, I'm realizing that if I fiddle with this much more... In fact, oh yeah, since these have uranium in it already, it doesn't matter that much. We can actually take some of these things apart and see if that would work. Okay, so... And I will have connection to the cargo bay, which is good because that's where all our stuff is right now. So the question is, Can I put, oops. Oh, there's motors there. Okay, and we've got one more here.
Inventory full.
Oh,
Inventory full.
okay. Okay, right. So that's how that was connected to all of that. Okay. Oops. We will just use the floor for temporary storage. So I don't know where those steel plates went. We'll find them later. So for steel plate. Of course we need steel plate. Oh, there.
Inventory full.
That's all we need. Okay, so that's the 4 ports coming out of the refinery completely closed up. That room should now get... Oh, it's still not pressurized. Well, that's in a weird sort of way possibly good news. Means that we've got another hole. We've got a gap somewhere that we need to fill. The only other thing that we haven't tried is actually to go in and replace the conveyor junction with one of these. That make a big difference? I'm not convinced. So we need to go looking for a gap. I'm just wondering if we need to weld these things up. These corner blocks that are on the edges. I wouldn't have thought so, because it was my impression that just the fact that these two are side by side provides airtightness. If it doesn't, you know what I'll do? Just to confirm that, I will just put another block on the edges here. Is my inventory full of... no, I need to go pick up a bunch of steel plates. And best way of doing that is probably to go through here. So let's get rid of all of these. I'll close this, and I'll keep an eye on the O2 gauge, because I'm tempted to just... is there something else I can do other than... Okay, let's just make sure that the leak is not in that corridor. That should be easy enough to test. Actually, I would make the wall here. There. Oh, I can't put brick there because of that light. Okay, fine. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, I'll need to put it out here. And even if I put it out here, I'll have to redo that section. Think about another way of doing this. Maybe I will put a wall partway through here. Oh, not there because there's a light there. And I am not... yeah, that's not going to work because the refinery is not airtight. Actually, apparently the refinery is airtight, so maybe... would that work? Doesn't look like it would. How can I test without actually having to put an entire wall across this whole space? I am going to check the roof of this because I think... oops, I'm still inside. Because I think the roof of it... yep, we've got it all welded up on the roof. Oh wait, what's here? Oh, so this must be just a gap coming out. I think we do have the... oh wait, That doesn't make any sense. How come there is one block going in there? So what's going on? So how come there is one more block here than there is there? Okay, so that is theoretically incomplete, although it's not actually. It's just that we haven't got that edge done, and I'm not sure if you do, but I'm going to do the edge all along the top, and the bottom is a little bit more complicated, but I'll work around it by just putting an edge on the inside. Let's just clear this. Is there an edge all the way? Okay, we're missing blocks there as well, but we'll fix that. Okay, so stuff here, which we've already cleared. Oh, I'm just wondering if we're going to need to clear one spoon. There we go. And one more. So that clears that space. Can I? Oh, that's not connected anymore. I'm going to reconnect this section actually, because I don't think that I've checked online, and the conveyor junctions are definitely supposed to be airtight. So let's just get that back on there and get this conveyor section to work so that we can at least pick up parts easily. So we need some small steel tubes. The light on. That's better.
Inventory full.
Where are the small steel tubes? Oh, did I put them all away? That's entirely possible. Let's take some from
Inventory
here.
full.
Get rid of these steel plates for now. Just need some of that. Construction components. There we go. We've got that working now. So we can access steel plates from here. But more importantly, oh, I thought I had some steel plates. Just pick them up from there.
Inventory full.
Okay, since I'm here, I'll just fix this. Okay. Okay, so now the question is what do we do with this space? I think we can fix that by putting in a conveyor junction. And I'm realizing that I need some parts. Interior plate, construction, wait. Okay, so we can just, oh, that won't help me. Yeah, I'll need to go and get some of those parts. Oh, actually, let's do that. Fix that later. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of that section for airtightness. And I'm not sure if this will actually matter. It's just, or it's easier to test it on the roof than the ceiling because the roof is at least partially cleared. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, let's do a little bit more. And I want to check actually. Yeah, does that? Or am I building too much? And test that by just taking this off and mount that off. So, okay, so actually, yeah, there is definitely one more block there. So, yeah, we'll put blocks all the way along there as well. So that's there, 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 and just all the way through to there. Okay, Luckily, we've got all these bits of steel plate hanging about on the floor, which we can just pick up and use. Now, big question. I know we don't need this block. We don't need that block. I don't think we need that one. Just taking the stuff apart, all these blocks that we don't need. Oop, we do need that. Now, question is, what about that side? And by that side, I mean that side. Do you think that we completed it properly on this side? Ooh, what's this? Where are we? Okay, so we are completely out of the... What the... Okay. So that actually doesn't matter, because I cleared a bit too much space, but that's, well, maybe. But that actually doesn't matter because we are not expecting this space to have any oxygen. I can cover that up. But I was actually checking whether this side, yeah, that side is fully welded up, which is good. Now let's just check this side. Looks like this side is fully welded up as well. Yeah, and this side is in the clear, because I don't see any extra blocks sticking out. So the next thing for us to try is, I'm pretty sure that we still don't have air tightness. Oops, I shouldn't be flying around in the jetpack like that. Yep, still don't have air tightness. So the next thing that I want to try and eliminate is the possibility that it is these floor blocks, and instead of going and putting them out, actually maybe we should just do that, because it'll tidy it up anyway. So we're just going to get to the edges here. That is the floor block. Yeah, that's floor. And we're just going to weld them up. Okay, so it's not too bad. They've already been, pretty sure I put them down. I just didn't weld them up. Okay. Just pick up some steel plates from here, since I don't want to leave things lying around. But I will, though, get rid of everything else. Oops. Pick up the rest of them.
Inventory full.
More? It's fine. Can I get down there? Yeah, good. Okay. Let's see. We need to go around. Okay. Ooh. Get out. Now I think, yeah, it looks like this section has been properly welded up.
Energy critical.
Need more steel plates. Oh, I left some here, right? Yeah, there we go. Pick that up. And I can pick the rest of them up from here. And let's see. Over here, right? Okay, and let's just weld these last bits up. So that takes care of this side. And now we just have to check the other side. Which, oh, and we have to check this side. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff that looks like we've not welded it up on this side either. So we've got two more sides to weld up. And it's not too bad. It's just a case of just getting through this block. Well, getting through this rock iron deposits and then turning a left. Ooh, some sections not properly welded up. Oh, that must be the full corner wall as well. Okay, interesting. So that is, oops, sorry. Okay. So section's clearly not been welded up here as well. I'm not sure if I've got too high. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there should be one more block up here. Oh no, that's it. Then am I too high up here? Because there's 1, 2, 3. I thought there were 3 spaces inside, plus 1 for the roof. Yeah, there is. There's 1, 2, 3, plus 1 for the roof. So what are we missing here? Hold on. It's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, correct. We've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's the 2 blocks there. That's the one.
No energy.
No energy. Okay. Let's go get some energy. And some oxygen from the looks of things. Our tanks must be completely empty now. Let's refill our tanks. Oops, that won't help. O2. Okay, put that away. Of course, it won't. Oh, it might pick some of it up actually. Although we haven't connected it all up on the roof there, so we won't have been able to pick up any steel plates there. But the scrap metal, which just needs to go into the refinery, should have gotten sorted. I think it did. So let's just, we need more steel plates, but fortunately we have a hole here that we can use to pop in here, go into the cargo container, pick that up, and let's go back and weld that. Okay. So we now just need to go through and see what's not been welded through here. Actually, it's not too bad. We can fix that. But for the next section, oops, we got trapped here. We need to go over to the other side of that corridor because we can't work. Oh, and looks like we'll need to drill through most of our way there. Okay. Let's see, where is the gap? Kind of drilling down the way. Not too fast. Oh, there we go. So we can see the bottom unwelded section here. I'm not sure if this is what's causing it, but that's the only idea that I've got left. For now, anyway. If this doesn't work, I'm sure we can come up with other ideas as to why it might not be, or what might be causing us airtightness issues. But for now, let's fix that. Okay, so I think that's all of it. So now let's see if we've got airtightness. Air vent 2, not pressurized. Oh well, that sucks. Oh, could be this, because that's not complete. So interior plate construction. Okay, will that be enough? Okay, and what about now? Okay, still not pressurized. What else? Oh, well, that's obviously supposed to be airtight. That's part of its purpose. So, unlikely to be that. Obviously, this part doesn't matter because this part is not supposed to be airtight. Doesn't need to be airtight, but let's just block it off anyway. Just for aesthetics. Oops. Actually, don't need that there. Just need one here. Still plates, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so we've closed off all of the corners. We've closed off all of the refinery ports with these conveyor junctions, which are supposed to be airtight. Got that there, but that doesn't matter. Huh. I am at a loss. I am actually not at all sure why we don't have airtightness here. Could it be the glass? I mean, if I want to test if it is this glass, that's a bit of an... Oh, it's a little bit annoying. Can't be. The glass is properly contained. There is nothing else here. But that's all I can think of now. Let's just take these blocks off and we'll put a... Oh, right. We'll take those lights off as well if we want to test that. There is a conveyor tube going through there, but that was properly covered up. Just put a full block there. Not that that would matter. Okay, let's try. I won't bother with putting a block there just now. And there is that corner there. Hopefully that doesn't cause us the problems. Okay. Okay, let me just this up. What do I have? Two of this. Oh, let me do this up. It's not that. Alright, let's see if welding these up makes any difference. Just to isolate the exact place where we are lacking airtightness. Oh, how typical, how appropriately typical. Just for that last block. Alright, let's pick up some more. And we'll just block ourselves into this room and see if we get airtight. That should make us airtight. Yeah, we have airtightness. So we can prove a couple of things with that actually. One is that corner blocks like this are enough because we don't need to put a block in here and we still got a seal on the other side there. Oh, actually, is it enough? Because that
Meteor storm inbound.
is, yeah. So that's all we need for an airtight seal. The next thing we will test here is we will just try and make a wall up. Oh, not there. Because, yeah, okay, there. We'll make a section here and we'll test if we can get this little area airtight. As in this little area, as in just over here to here. So we'll just put a block right there all the way to the top. And again here, there, and oops, not that one. Oh, I picked the wrong thing because there's a light there. So we'll do it one more in. We'll just do it on there. 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Just realized that I hope I have enough steel plates, otherwise. Oh, there we go. Okay, so will that give us airtightness? I suspect not, because the refinery seems to have holes in it. No. Okay. What if I don't want to put an entire other layer of roof on here? That's a lot of work to test where we are leaking air. What if, can I put a block there, and then when I take it out, can I see exactly? No way to see where the air is leaking out of. Oh wait, I've left this door open. That was probably recent. Yeah, that didn't help. Huh. This is not making any sense to me. Oh, shit. I know why. I know exactly why. There. The floor. I haven't put any blocks around that. Oh, bollocks. Okay. That at least makes sense. Oh, there is actually a gap here. Okay, cool. That was a nice look, but clearly problematic. Oh, the amount of time I've wasted. Okay, so let's see here. This is easy enough to rectify though. Just need to drill some hole and put in some armor blocks. Easy enough. We didn't do this for the refinery room. We didn't do anything like this for the refinery room. So, not the refinery room, the assembly room. So the assembly room should be easier to resolve. If we use the, hopefully, if we just, all we have to do is use the conveyor junctions instead of the conveyor tubes to connect up the assemblers, and that might be all we need to do. Okay, so we've got 6 here, so we have enough space yet. I think we've got them all. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a little bit more here. Yeah, how does that look? So one more. Is that all we need? Might be. Let's try another section. 2, 3, 4. It's always the last place you look, isn't it? Okay, need more steel plates. I feel like I'm more like, digging those tunnels and making my way through that stuff. Okay. We've ended up mining out a bigger chunk out of all of the space than we originally anticipated, but that's okay. We need to get the base working, right? Okay, so ding ding. And we've got a few more to go. Just do them one row at a time, just so I can weld them up. Otherwise, I'd have to clear a lot more space. 4. And then one more layer, I think, is all we need. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course, we run out of slate plates. That's okay. Let's go and pick up some more. Wait a minute. We have airtightness. We don't. Do we not need to do the last section? Oh, no, it's just. Oh, too low. It's pressurizing. Amazing. I'm curious as to why we don't need to sort out the last section there. Or maybe all I really needed to sort out was the sections underneath these two. The refineries are supposed to be airtight. Okay, that makes sense. So let me just go down, and instead of leaving them half complete, I'll just take them out. Go through. Okay. Airtightness part 1. Done. Okay. Oh wait, I need to go up there and sort out the piping, which I've broken. Because that is quite important. I'll just take that as well en route. So, what do we have here? What we need to do is simply connect these up. I'm just thinking about the simplest way of doing it. I know that I'm going to need, if I just do a turn. Oh wait, we also need to connect it up to the rest of, oh, that's already connected, so I don't need to worry about that. So I just need to connect those two, or this to that, and that to that. You know, I should have put that one more over to the right, and that would have lined up, but that's okay. I think this will make it a little bit more interesting, give it a little bit more of an interesting look, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a curvy tube. Oh wait, nope, I'll curve it this way. Of course, I forgot I will need interior plates. Let's see, where is it? Interior plates, that's all we'll need. Go this way, go that way, and you will also go that way, and yep, you will go straight. Oops, oh no, wait. Yep, you just need a straight tube like that, and like that, and like that. That is exactly what is going to happen here. Is you are going to turn that way and connect using straight tubes like so. Yeah, so they are a bit kind of similar. They both look very very similar to each other, which is cool. And I'll just weld these up. Okay, so there we go. That's all of that stuff looking good, and it should all be connected. Yeah. I'll just take this off. Pretty sure we don't need that. I'll just weld that up. Now we can test that's all connected by going to the front of the base. Oh, I also want to take all of this stuff off. Okay, I don't know why all that air was floating about the place. Let me just check. Yep, it is pressurizing. That's fine. That's great. Okay. Which reminds me, I was going to test if that worked. Just go there and move all the stuff in there. There you go. That's all of that working. All that piping is back up and running. Okay, and I want to take this down as well.
Meteor
Not
storm
really a
inbound.
part of how it's supposed to look. Because how it's supposed to look is like, where is it? Okay. Oh yeah, did we take the edges off as well? Yeah, looks like we did. But that's okay. We'll just put this on there, that on there. Oh, okay. And that should be us airtight again. So pick that up, tidy up the mess we left behind. Looking good. Let's just double check. Oh, airtightness, yep, oh, too high. Perfect. Now we're going to lose a bunch of that. Oh, okay, I actually have another idea. For, oops, wrong way. That wasn't inside. I might actually have an idea of how I can fix the airtightness without having to go through that section of the base. Yeah, I can just go through here. And what I'm going to do is I need to take that off.
Inventory.
Ah, okay, that's annoying. But that is relatively easily fixed because I think we already have a hole in the roof here. Yeah. So let me put some of these steel plates away. Keep a few just in case I need them. Go over here. Didn't mean to take that one off, but I can pick these parts up. Take that off and put in a conveyor junction there. Perfect. And just a curved tube there. That's good. So that'll take care of air tightness for that little bit. And I can take this off and that off. And I can put the conveyor junction there. And I know that this won't complete, but you know what? That's okay. It's because I think that is that all four of our junctions taken care of? Can't tell. Might be. So I know I'll need to get back out here to be able to fix those. Actually, let's fix those sections. I didn't check what I need, but let's fix those. So we need interior plate, small steel tube, and construction
Energy
components.
critical.
Yes, yes. Interior plate, small steel tube, and construction components. So, take that one then. Okay, fix that up. And that. Okay, so that should be this space hopefully clear as well. We are not sure if the storage container there is the cargo container here is going to cause us problems. So one more thing I want to do is take this off. And I'll just transfer these things into there. And I'll just put up just a regular armor block. And I'll pick that up. And what I'm curious about is something else on the floor here. If I close that, and if I just open, oh, that's already open. Yeah, still don't have air tightness for that room, I guess. If I close that though, yeah, that works. Okay. So we covered up the walls. We don't have to do anything in the floor because we're not exposing the floor at any point. I'm pretty sure that, oh, but wait. I'm just thinking about this cargo container there, which is just flush against one of those other parts. So the air can get within there. Okay, yeah, that's what's happening. So we do need to do a little bit more work. And we'll probably end up doing that in the next episode. I'm just coming up here to verify it. Yeah, what's happening is next to this cargo container, and I'm not sure exactly how we will fix this. Yeah, we'll have to run those ones up top and fill this space up. What's happening is next to the cargo container, not, I'll just take this off actually, so you can see here, this is the problem. So the air is coming in through there into this gap, getting up through here, and then escaping out over here. So that is our problem that we need to fix, and that's for the next episode. What we will do is we will move these tubes up a block. So kind of like what we did in the refinery room, we'll put another conveyor junction on top there. Yeah, and we could replace this conveyor junction with a straight tube, but we may not, doesn't matter. And what we will do is we'll pipe it across here onto there, and this one we will just take off. Actually, we don't need it.
Inventory full.
Of course it is. And we will just use armor blocks all around here to cover it up. And that should, yeah, and that should provide airtightness. I'll just put these things back in this cargo container just to clear up that space so I can pick up these other bits that I've dropped on the floor, and we'll call the episode there. Because, although that's not a huge amount of work, we have run out of time on this episode. Well, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, so thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.